Merry Met and Blessed Yule. This is The Sleeping Goddess, read from Advanced Circle Magick by Kirk White. Please find somewhere to sit and be comfortable and relax as you breathe in deeply. The Sleeping Goddess. Picture yourself standing in a large field under the night sky. Tonight is the longest night of the year, the middle and peak of dark time. The air is brisk enough that you see your breath. It feels good upon your skin. Poking up through the patches of snow and ice is grass, brown and dry. As you stare up at the billions of stars, you feel something nudge your leg. You look down to see a small white goat with curling horns and a long white beard. He nods his head and starts out down a small path through the field. He looks back, beckoning you to follow him. You do. He leads you all the way to the edge of the field, where it meets a great dark forest of pine and hemlock trees. These evergreens make the forest night even darker than it already is. The goat continues into the forest and you follow. However, upon entering the forest, you notice the goat is gone, and in his place is an old man. He is dressed in robes of forest green and brown. Around his waist is a brown vine for a belt from which hang many little bags of what you can only imagine are herbs, stones, and other magics yet unrevealed. Upon his head, poking out from under his hood, you can just make out that he wears a crown of holly and mistletoe. In his wrinkled hand, he carries an even more wizened staff of oak carved with mysterious magical runes. As you wind your way down the wooded pathway, you become aware of how perfectly silent and peaceful the night has become. It is as if the entire world is asleep. After a long walk in silence, you notice a light bluish glow ahead. As you approach, you see that the glow is coming from a small vial of liquid held in the hands of a beautiful woman who is lying asleep atop a low altar. She is not a young woman. Her hair, which matches her robes and fur cloak, is the white of the snow, yet her skin shows no signs of wrinkles or aging. She appears to be timeless. The old man of the woods addresses you. He tells you it is the peace of the sleeping goddess that is reflected in the peace and quiet of the winter landscape. That peace, when distilled into the glowing blue liquids in her hands, has the ability to bring peace to the world. He urges you to take the vial from the grasp of the goddess. Gently, you reach down and take it, the light bathing your hands and face in its bluish glow. Your body seems to absorb the light. It moves throughout your system, your heart, your feet, your hand, your head, and everywhere in between, filling you with a deep sense of peace, cleansed of all past hurts or angry feelings. When your entire being glows with her peace, the old man takes the vial from you and lovingly places it back into the hands of the goddess. He tells you that her peace is now ever with you, melded with your soul, with your mind, and with your body's very cells. You are now connected to the inexhaustible supply of peace. No matter how much peace you share or create in the world, you will always have more to give and use. Whenever you need to access it, simply picture in your mind the glow of that vial, and peace will envelop you again. The old man in the woods tells you that it is time for you to return to your world. Again, with his staff in hand, he leads you slowly down the forest path. At the edge of the woods, he points out the field path to you. He waves goodbye and disappears into the darkness cast by the evergreen forest. As you follow the path back to where you began, you notice that your body gives off a slight bluish glow in the dark. When you get back to the center of the field, close your eyes and come back to this time and place. Open your eyes and you are fully back in your body. I hope you enjoyed that reading, and it gave you a sense of peace. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Have a blessed Yule and a happy New Year.